All right, well, I came out to Snow Hill today because I was super curious to see how high the water has came up since the torrential downpour all week last week. And I went out to Crooms yesterday, and I don't know, it just felt weird. I got about, 2 hours into it, and I started to get really worried I was going to get lost because I don't know, that's just how it is. I wasn't reading my map correctly, and all this kind of stuff was starting to not make sense, so I decided to just turn around and come right back out. But I was already like 2 hours into it, so I mean, there's not much of a just coming right back out, you know what I mean? It's more like of a, oh, well, here we go. I hope I find my way out of this place, because when you looked on the topical map, the place was absolutely tremendous, and I mean, getting lost in there would be no joke. I mean, you could go for, if you got lost, you could go for probably 3 days before finding your way out of there correctly. But luckily, I turned my GPS on right towards where I thought I was going to be done, and the darn thing started like guiding me through the woods, telling me that my destination was like a half a mile in front of me and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, well, that's kind of convenient. I wish I would have done that when I kind of started freaking out. But I go out there for adventure and excitement, and if you don't accidentally feel like you're getting lost, or that you are slap lost and that there's no hope at all, I don't think that you're doing it right. You need to get out there and get lost and find your way out. I don't know, that might sound scary to some people, but that's what I like to do. So anyways, I'm out of here at Snow Hill, and look how far the waters came up. You can tell by my last video of the one where I said I'm looking for my my alligator buddy. Well, this is the embankment that I walked down along the beach all the way out to like right there and up, and he would usually be hanging out on top of that sand hill right there with his mouth open. And the water's risen, I would probably say, from those trees right there all the way up, and it'll probably end up being about 3 or 4 feet deep right there. So as far as the little econ, looking healthy, it looks normal again. It could probably go up another, I don't know, 1.5 feet, right at the root system on that oak tree right there is probably where it should be, and be cool. But I just thought I'd videotape some of that. And of course, ta-da, the awesome red line. It was funny, it was acting weird on the way out here, and I knew exactly what it was. And it's funny because my main sprocket gear right there was loose as hell, and it made me realize of how hard I was climbing those hills out at Croom yesterday. Because of course, you know, I don't have a mountain bike, it's not multi-speed, it's one speed, and I found the perfect gearing right in the middle to where I can climb hills, keep decent speed up on flats and all that good mess. It's like the perfect gear. It's a 44-18, and it seems to be spot on, just the perfect gear for everything. So that's the way I run it. But yeah, the damn thing was loose as hell, so I had to stop back there and retighten the whole thing. My arm nut, the tightening nut, and the backing nut back here to fix this to it. But she's running like a champ now. And of course, I've got my normal situation going on with my riding uniform. I love it. I keep my pack probably about, I don't know, probably about 18 pounds. But whenever I go on my my hardcore excursions, I get it up to about 25 to 30 at its most. I'm getting ready to go back up to Virginia and do the Iron Mountain Trail again since the weather kicked me off last time. So I'm just going to hope and keep my fingers crossed and hope for the best this next time when I go up there. And I'm going to do about 4 days up there again, or for the first time, and try to get at least 30 miles of that mountain ridge taken care of. Then I'll feel vindicated, and then I'll start, like I said in my Chrome video, start traveling other places, far and near, to do this kind of stuff, because I'm really digging it. And if there's any kind of future I could be made out of doing something like this, then that's what I need to shoot for in my older age. So out in the middle of the woods, I am by myself, and I'm about to go down the trail that way. I don't know if I'm going to complete the whole loop, because it's probably like 10 miles, but I made it to the tip of it last time. I just didn't do the loop around to come back to it. I just went all the way to the top and then came all the way back the same way. It was pretty far. It was pretty cool. I mean, I expected to see the same old thing all the way, but it changed a couple times. You know, I went through the woods a couple times, and there was a couple openings with fields in them and stuff, which I thought was kind of neat. But old Snow Hill, I think I've got you whooped. So I've got to start traveling to do other crazy exotic things.